Hello and welcome back to Japan's Perfect Pens. My name is Richard and I'm absolutely delighted to be rejoining you in 2022 with the first video of the year on New Year's Day. So today's video will be a Yukari review, and this is the Namiki Yukari Bamboo by Chiren, and this pen is a 2020 pen. Now this pen is also made by Kayo and Mamoru, so they have three different artists producing this bamboo design pen. So here is the pen. You have the bamboo leaves and the bamboo stalks with gold powder at the bottom, and various different color shadings from greens through to yellows and golds. Now this is a rounded cap Namiki Yukari, which means it's a cartridge converter brass pen with urushi and Maki-e 14 centimeters long. There's no Maki-e on the clip, and it has a two-tone size 10 18 karat gold nib. So let's have a look at the pen. Now to begin with, this is one of the Yukari size, so this isn't the giant emperor size. You can see the clip here, there's no Maki-e, and if I just have a quick look around the pen, there are a variety of bamboo leaves, and then there's some bamboo shoots here on the right hand side with the gold powder at the bottom representing the ground, and one of the stems there on the left just coming up here, and various different leaves in different places with different shading and colors and different sizes, and a little bit of gold powder on the back of the pen. Now this uses Togedashi Maki-e, which is burnished flat Maki-e. It's a flat Hira Maki-e style, and then they take the Hira Maki-e and they use charcoal to burnish it and then reveal the design underneath. It is not raised Maki-e, unlike the majority of the pens that we've been looking at on this channel. This is not 3D Maki-e, this is flat Maki-e, which is a simpler form, but it means that a pen at this price point, they can make it really quite detailed because it is a little bit easier to produce. Now, bamboo themes are very common in Japanese pens, and if you are a subscriber, you will probably have seen my video on this Nakaya Bamboo Woods pen, which is my own pen. And as you can see immediately, the leaves are configured in a very similar way to this Namiki, and the bamboo shoots and stalks again configured in a very similar way. Now the Nakaya is using Tamanuri, whereas the Namiki here is using the Hira Maki-e with the burnishing, the Togedashi Maki-e, which means you can have a bit more detail and coloration in the leaves. Now I just want to show you what bamboo actually looks like in Japan. This is a photograph I took in Arashiyama in Kyoto several years ago. I've been there many times. It grows into a beautiful tree. It's very important in Japanese culture. These are used structurally. They were used for many years in scaffolding and still are used around the world in scaffolding, and they were used to transport water. They represent prosperity, stability, structure, but also purity and innocence. So if we undo the pen here, and here is the size 10 nib. So this is the standard Yukari two-tone nib. It's size 10, it has the rhodium plating because it's a Maki-e pen, and 18 karat gold. It writes very smoothly. The nib is quite hard, but the smoothness isn't diminished by the hardness, and it has this wet flow. It comes with a Con 70 converter. Now I like these nibs. I have exactly this size of pen in one of my own pens for the Chinkin Pine, and it's very nice. It's a tiny bit small for me here, but it's a very pleasant pen, and I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it to anyone else. It's just a little bit small for my hand size, but I still enjoy writing with the one I have, and it's just a beautiful nib. It's a lovely elegant snow cap there, and this is very much a writer's pen. It's not just decorative. The pen is beautifully decorative, but it's just as good a writer as it is a piece of art, and this nib is certainly very pleasant. Okay, so let's have a little bit more look at the details within the pen. So you can see there's these golden outlines on the stems of the bamboo and showing off the different sections, and there's nice gradation in these leaves. So you have, as with many of these, the black of the pen has got the gold powder embedded into it, and then you have the gold theme running through the greens. So you have some greens which are nearly gold, like the gold powder, and you have some greens which are quite strong and striking, and you can see those mostly on the stems, and that's where there's the most contrast between the dark green and the gold. And I do like this gold powder at the bottom. They've actually configured it in a way that makes it look like the ground. It's very nicely done, actually. It gives it a sense of 3D, even although this is flat Maki-e. So even although this is not the higher grade pens with the raised Maki-e. So you can see the artist's signature here on the back. And for me, this is a pen with quite a lot of detail in it for saying that it is the simpler end of the Namiki offering, of the Namiki Maki-e lineup. It's a very good looking pen. And I think if you can get it anywhere close to the Japanese retail price of 200,000 yen, grab it at that price. It's an excellent pen, and I feel it holds its own very nicely in terms of the value proposition. I think this is a lot of bang for its buck at that price because the detail is very nice. It's fairly simple but very nicely put together. Okay, well that was my first pen video of 2022 after several month hiatus when I moved continents, but I am now set up again and hope to be resuming my previous schedule and getting quite a few more videos out there, and I have at least 50 or 60 more pen reviews to go. So lots more to look forward to. Thank you very much, and bye bye.